Hello, lovelies. Come on in. It's Wise Women's Wednesday. Let's see who is here. Who is here? Here we go. I see the lovelies coming in. Hello, Sarah and Kathy. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Here they come. I like watching the little ticker go up and seeing people walk in. You know, it's like having people over for a cup of tea or something. Hi, Margot. Good morning. Good afternoon, Rebecca. And good morning to Tammy. I can always tell where you live by what you're saying. Oh, hello there, Heidi. And Helen. Heidi, should I say hydrate? I hope you've got your water bottle. Hi, Jennifer. And Janice. And there's my girl, Vanessa. And Susan. It's like romper room. Hi, MJ. And Lucy's there. And Rebecca's talking about the weather. We have a lot of rain. It's going to be raining all day. Hi, Carla. It's going to be raining all day. And if I showed you, I've shown you my beautiful view before. Right now, all you can see is about 10 feet in front of you. It's just fogged in, socked in. That's cool. You know, that's how it is. That's how we live our lives these days. Just doing whatever, you know. So how is everyone today? It is Wise Women's Wednesday. Are you ready for it? I've got some good stuff for you today. Really good stuff. This is my stuff. Hey, grab your water bottle. Yeah, I've created this thing called the hydration station, and it's downstairs in my kitchen. And so I do the same thing every morning. And so today I thought, you know, why don't I just set this up right here, and I'll just call it my hydration station. Then I always know where to expect this water to be. You know, it's so good. Rebecca walked 2 miles. I did not. However, I jumped on my rebounder, and I've done 6 flights of stairs already, and I've done my arm exercises. So I am just very pleased with myself. It's been going swimmingly today. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. Susan's in the house too. I'm glowing. Maybe it's because I just finished my arm workout and my arms are feeling a little wobbly. Let's just go with wobbly. A little shaky. And I have this shoulder thing that I'm hoping I'm going to get over because it's just really painful. And look who's here. It's Yvonne. She's here. Hi, Yvonne. Yeah, a hydration station is really cool. So what I've done is when in the morning I pull out my supplements and I put them all out, and I thought, well, while I'm at it, I'll put my glass there because I make myself drink 5 big gulps of water before I'm allowed my coffee. You know, I've told you this story before. Anyway, so I just thought I'll just leave it here because I like my water cold. You know, here's picky, right? I like it cold, but not too cold because then, you know, you get brain freeze. And I don't like it too too, you know, water temperature. So, or room temperature rather. So I just I have a cold bottles in the water and I just pull it out and stick it, you know, on the counter. My hydration station. And so as I go, so you see, I said I've gone up and down the stairs 6 times. Each time I go down, I stop in the hydration station and take 5 gulps. You guys, sometimes I surprise me at how cool these things are, and I think of these crazy ideas and they actually work. Yay! I like that. So today, where am I? So today, you guys do you know what the quote of the week is? You know, speaking of this, look at this, check it out. There is no influence like the influence of habit. That's from Gilbert Parker. He's a novelist. And you know, there's a new habit that I just started. I just started this today. I'm going to call it the hydration station. Set that sucker up. It's easy. It's easy when it's fine. You know, I already do the water bottles in the evening and stick them in the fridge. Instead of pulling them out every time and messing around, just keep it right there on that part of the island, right when I do my supplements. And I say, it's the hydration station. You know, you can name anything you want. I have found that when I name something and claim something, you know, like the hydration station, it's named and it's claimed, it's in that one area, things just kind of fall into place. So I'm liking that. I hope you like that. All right, so you guys, we have been giving, I just ordered like a boatload of mindful mugs. You guys have been ordering our supplements. We are, you know, getting low again, but the good news is I have a call with the supplier and formulator, and at 3 o'clock today. So I'll be missing tea time, but that's exciting because I'm going to be ordering a bazillion batches of supplements. Fantastic, right? The other thing that you need to know is that because we are giving away so many mindful mugs, and you guys are just snatching them up, I had to order some more mindful mugs. So those are going to be in June 2nd. They're still in. We still have some, but they're going so fast. And that you get one of these for free when you order $200 worth of supplements, or for $5 if you order $100 worth of supplements. And if you're smart and you have Crusher. No, wait a minute. No, Digeszymes. Digeszymes. If you have Digeszymes in your cart, free shipping. You just put ships free in the promo window when you check out. Shipping's on me then. What a good idea, right? And if you want this mug and you also want a little card from me, all you have to do is just pile up your cart, order your stuff, get it ordered for heaven's sakes. You know, supplements are part of living a healthy life. They just are. And of course, we have our core four. Everything rhymes, right? Everything rhymes. So we've got the Wives Women's Vitamin D, CalMag. We've got CoQ10, and of course, we have got a B complex. So if this is something that you're in the market for, you can go check them out on savingdinner.com/wise. Read all about it and understand why they're all there. You know me. I do things only for reasons. Otherwise, I'm too lazy to do. I'm just gonna lay it out there. Just gonna lay it out there. Our friend Jenny, our community manager, is still. Oh, look at all those angry faces. Hello. Our friend Jenny is moving right now, as you know, and she's almost there. Today is the day that they will land in their destination, and it's been quite a journey and what have you. But anyway, say traveling mercies for them. If you would give them a little prayer, that would be sweet. Glad to see our friend Yvonne is back. She has been out on the road with her husband, and now she's back. I just saw her popping in, so that's so fun to see. Our sprint starts on June 8th, guys. June 8th. Don't forget, because this is going to be cool. June 8th. Find out all about it on savingdinner.com. It's right there. Denise is waiting on her second shipment of the Core 4. They're amazing, she says. You know what? You know what's amazing? It's amazing how much better we can feel when our bodies have what they need in order to operate at optimal levels. You know? Think about it for a minute. You know, we are all in that place where we need the extracurricular help, don't we? We do. B complex gets used up with our stress hormones. That just our bodies flush right through. There's water soluble. There's a lot of stuff you can say about them. I'm not going to go all into it. You guys go check it out at savingdinner.com/wise. Put another tab on your laptop and go see that while I'm talking. Everything there has a reason. And whoever you frowny, facey person is, I feel sorry for you. Poor thing. Whoever you are. You know, we always have trolls. I've had a lot of trolls lately. I don't know what it is. I just feel sorry for them. So don't forget, ships free is your code when you have Digeszymes in your cart. Ships free, and then I will send it to you free. You just have to live in the United States, that's all. Friday is Q&A. That's this Friday, guys. Friday is Q&A. So send your questions into support@savingdinner.com and put question for Leanne on Friday. right there in the subject line. I'll take care of it for you. And don't forget, you can get our newsletter. It's absolutely free. Go to savingdinner.com. You get one of those annoying pop-ups. They come up, and you just fill it in, and every day you get something cool. And I'm serious. I send good, valuable stuff every day in the email. And recipes, how-tos, nutrition stuff, you name it, we do it. Boy, there's a lot of little thingies. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it, am I? No, I'm not. So the other thing is, I just want to say thank you again to all of our Dinner Answers members. We've got a lot more who've come on board. Thank you for that. You are supporting Saving Dinner, a woman-owned business, a small one, for 20 years now. And I appreciate you doing that. It's $7 a month. That's our pandemic pricing. And every week we deliver menus, recipes, shopping lists, however you eat. I'm agnostic about that. As long as it's real food, it's there. And thank you. So thank you for being a member. You can find out all about it at savingdinner.com. And I'm happy to do that for you and make sure that you're getting your dinner on the table every night and we're helping your family eat well. So today I wanted to talk to you about disabling the fable. Disable the fable. Disable the fable. How many times have you told yourself that you can't do something? How many times have you said it's too hard? Oh my gosh, I can't do that. I'll tell you, one of the things that I did for the longest time, I've shared this before with you, is that I have said so many times that I gain weight just by smelling something. And sure enough, that happened. I thought I was being funny, but no, it was like I said, if I pass the bakery and inhale it, I'll gain 2 pounds on the spot. And wouldn't you know it, that actually did happen. Did you know that? Did you know that we can make things happen just by pronouncing them? We bring that stuff in. It's the reticulating activating system. And the reticulating activated system is working on your behalf to gather evidence to support the things that you believe about yourself. So when we believe a bunch of lies, those lies are going to show up as evidence to support themselves. Isn't that awful? But that's because our brains are looking for stuff to support these lies. And then we're ingrained in us. And then we think that's it. That's the truth. It's too hard to lose weight. I gain weight too easily. I can't lose weight. It's in my family. And on and on and on it goes. Have you noticed that? Well, that's what happens when you are looking at things from this particular place and you are believing the lies that you've told about yourself for all those years. And we've all done it. We have. We say that something happens and sure enough it happens and we say, see, or it's in your family and you say, yeah, but look at everybody else in my family has type 2 diabetes. See, this is what we do. We look for information and evidence to support beliefs that may not necessarily be true about who we are. And when we understand that our words have the weight, so to speak, carry our weight, a lot of weight, and it makes us believe, and therefore our bodies react to it. There is this weird synergy that all these things are connected. And we have to disable the fable and start believing the things that are true. So when we say it's too hard, then, immediately we unplug from all the energy that we may have had for that particular task. We unplug from it and we say that it's too hard and we dismiss it utterly and positively. Rebecca just said, my mom told me that I'll never lose weight. Long time ago way back in the 1900s, in the 80s, I was working at I was a title rep in Southern California. And I'll tell you, my boss said, you will never get an order your first month. And I said, watch me. I don't like somebody telling me I can't do something. And of course, I went out and did it. And he said, I don't believe you'll get one. And I got 2. So I showed him, But the thing that's so interesting was I was more interested in showing this know-it-all boss that I could do something than I was interested in hearing changing the lies that I believed about myself. Think about that. We're willing to prove something over here on this side, but we're not willing to prove it to ourselves. We believe our own lies. We believe our own propaganda. I'll gain weight just by smelling a bakery. I'll gain weight just by, putting one taste of that in my mouth. I'll blah, blah, blah. Those are the things that we have going on. And the point that I'm trying to make, though, is I don't believe that we even know that our beliefs are wrong. So if we understand that there are fables that we have created about ourselves based on things that people have said in the past, like your mom says, you'll never lose weight, or that you'll gain weight just by walking by a bakery, or whatever it is. We have to start believing that we can do these things that we want to do. We just have to disable the fable first. One of the fables that we tell ourselves is that it's just too hard. Is it? Is it just too hard? Well, I'm going to tell you what. I read this thing that was just, I found fascinating, and I stumbled upon it. And it was band leaders, band directors at schools talking to other band directors about when something's too hard. And they have 9 tips that I'm going to share for you because they're so good and they apply to us. And this is what they want other band directors to tell their students when they feel like they've got a piece that's too hard to play. So this just overlays so beautifully onto our own scripts that we have. The first one is, instead of saying it's too hard, say that's challenging. And isn't that the truth? Sometimes we're doing, like today, I was doing the arm exercises, with the weights and everything. I was on my gym, YouTube, doing my arm exercises. And it started to get hard, and especially because I have a little bit of an injury in my shoulder. And so I just kind of babied the shoulder a little bit and kept going. It wasn't too hard. It was just that it was challenging, and I got through it. You see that small little tiny distinction? It flips the script a little bit. It helps us to see that it's not too hard. It's just challenging, and being challenged is okay. Being challenged means that your boss has just said to you, I don't think you can do this. And you're thinking, oh, yes, I can. Another thing, instead of that's too hard, I can't do that, it's too difficult, I'll never, or whatever, you can say, this is new. Because sometimes it is. We've had people in the sprint before that they just blow out and they say, oh my gosh, the sprint is too hard, it's too difficult, it's too this. Well, it can be, or how about it's just new? Maybe you've never made bone broth before. Maybe growing broccoli sprouts is like way outside of your comfort zone. Maybe having all this green is just kind of blowing your mind a little bit. But let's just say it's not too hard. It's just new. That's it. It's just new. And how about this? When you say it's too difficult, or I can't finish this, or whatever it is that you're saying, how about you say instead, this is an opportunity to improve. I can make this better. Instead of saying, I can't do this, I can't eat all that green or whatever. This is an opportunity to improve my eating. Just look at how that neutralizes everything. And it takes and unplugs the emotion from it. And it also makes it, okay, yeah, it's a little more palatable. I can take that. I can try that. This is like, what I'm saying about this, these are baby steps, yes, but they're also tiptoeing into that baby step without us even knowing what's going on. I love that. I love that, kind of just like coming around the back door and just saying, surprise, here I am. Yeah, you can do this. Yeah, it's not too hard. You just have to flip the switch. You make it easier for your brain to figure it out. And I will say further, this is the other part that's so cool about it, is as we change the script ever so slightly, It makes us start looking, there's that reticular activating system again. It starts looking for evidence to make sure that we are supporting that, right? So we do, yeah, okay, it's a little different, right? And so I'm making up my salad and I'm making up my dress and I'm doing all these things. I can do this. These women did. That's a good time to compare. Hey, if they did it, I can do it. That's the green light on comparison, right? Otherwise, comparison's the thief of joy. This time, we're joining a team. We're joining a community. They did it. I can do it too. And you've got all those women standing around you going, yes, you can do it. I did it. We can do it together. How do you like that? Number 5 is this will help you be a better player. Well, we're not playing any instruments or whatever, right? It won't help you be a better player necessarily, but it will help you be a better eater. It'll help you be a better person. It'll help you be a more creative thinker. It will help expand the borders of what you previously thought you couldn't do to what you can do now. And how fun is that? Getting over the difficulty, getting over the hardship of how difficult and oh my gosh and oh, I just can't. We're so dramatic, aren't we? We are though. Think about it. Think how dramatic and how emphatically we talk. Oh my gosh, it was the worst thing in the world. I just cannot. Really? You can't? Or do you just choose not to? Or are you just making a case? That's what we do. And I think we need to start recognizing, that's why I'm calling this Disable the Fable. We have this fable, we have this whole vision that we've created, this sad, horrible account of how awful and scary and ridiculous and hard it is. You know, it's like somebody's asked you to go work on a chain gang for a week. No, just ask you to flip the switch a little bit on a few things that you're eating. Maybe it's going to make you feel better. Bingo. Let the lights go on. Flick that switch. And then number 7 is that feeling that you get when you do it. Can we just have an amen for, how about some pinkies, ladies? How about some pinkies? How about the feeling that you get when you actually do it and you follow through and your word is your bond and you've done it and you've said, look at me. I ate all that green stuff this week. Bone broth was my best friend. And I didn't die when the chicken feet came out of the crock pot, you know? We can do this. This is who we are. We've got it inside of us. And what I'm doing to you is I'm poking at you and stirring your pot. You've got it. We've all got it. And you've got that vision of how you hold yourself, how you see yourself. Let that light you up and drop the garbage. You know, we've collected and carried that garbage around for so long. Doesn't it stink enough? Aren't you ready to just ditch it and start looking at the things that you can do? You've been there before. Ladies, you have been there before. Catherine says, hold on now. Those chicken feet are scary. Yes, they are. I have a Facebook Live video with me playing with those little chicken feet, and I put my hands under my sweatshirt and did the thing like this, you know, kind of Kristen Wiig style. It was the funniest thing. I enjoyed myself. This is something that you have to focus on. We have to focus on the things that we want and stop focusing on the things we don't want. Duh, right? When we focus on the things that we don't want, they come in, don't they? Whoa, have you noticed that? We just bring in all that crap, all that stuff that we don't want. But when we focus on the things that we want, we take back our lives. That's exactly right, Rhonda. We take back our lives. We take back our lives. We take back our thought lives. We take back our waistlines. We take back our health. It's incredible. But it's up to us to disable the fable first. That fable's got to go, because that's what we fall back into. We're all ready to believe these magical, mystical, crazy nonsense things that we've said about ourselves for so many years. Come on, let's just think for a minute how dumb this idea is of walking by a bakery, smelling it, and then gaining weight. How dumb is it? And how dumb is it to say something like that? I did it. And sure enough, The times that I did walk past a bakery, I did gain the weight. My body was cooperating. Your wish is my command. Stop it. I mean, we got to stop this stuff. Disable the fable. That is a complete untruth. That is a complete untruth. What I want and what I want to focus on are the things that I want. Stop focusing on the things that you don't want. Stop believing the lies and start believing the truth. Your body will cooperate with a body that's loved. Remember that. Love your body. Love it up. I'm going to tell you what, the minute I started loving my body, just the way it was when the weight started to fall off. And that's when I walked into a Lane Bryant and just sucked it up and bought clothes that finally fit me. This was 15, 16 years ago with Marla. I've told you that story before. And getting out of the nursing bra and into a real bra and feeling like a woman when I emerged from there. I didn't feel like such a schmuck, just squished into the clothes that didn't fit me, wearing an old nursing bra and feeling absolutely worthless. The next week I went and got my hair done, and I'm telling you, I felt cute for the first time in like 10 years. You know, and I was at 237 pounds. Not that 237 pounds is criminal, but at that point, I felt like the only way that I could be cute is if I was in a pair of size 6 jeans. And that is not the truth. We have this proclivity to body positivity, don't we? We do, and we want to be positive about our bodies. And I want you to be as positive about your bodies. I don't care what your weight is. But that doesn't mean you have to settle. That doesn't mean you have to say, yeah, you know what, I'm okay at 350 pounds. You know, your physician will probably have a word against that. We need to fix that, right? We need to fix that so you feel better. But on the other hand, you need to have a positive thing to say about that body that has held you up all these years, that has brought you children into the world, that has held and loved on family members. That body is important. It's your human suit. We can fix the waistline. That's something that just, we fix the brain first, and then we start working on, you know, the things that we can do. We have the hydration station. We eat in an anti-inflammatory diet. We move our bodies. We do the things that we know we need to do, and we do it consistently. That's it. That's all there is to it. And then the brain stuff, you know, well, that's kind of crazy. This is worth your time, though. This is worth your time to think about what are the fables that I have in my life that I'm holding as truths that aren't true. A wise woman recognizes that she holds things in her lives close to herself that aren't true, that have been damaging. One of my fables that I had to disable in a big way was I wasn't worth anything unless I was in a pair of size 6 jeans. Isn't that sad? Everything was about how you looked. My mother was obsessed with dieting and being thin. Obsessed. That's all she did. I started my first diet when I was, I don't know, probably 12. And here came the dry toast and the black coffee. That was my mom, you know? And she was actually, there was in the 70s, there was the Gloria Marshall Centers. Do you guys remember those? My mother was a spokesperson for them. She did a commercial with Alan Ludden. She was in all the newspapers with, you know, her before and her after. That was my mom. I came from a diet culture. And I will tell you, I have been all over the map. I've been as much as 237 pounds, and I've been as little as 120 pounds. So I know what it feels like to go all through there. And I'm not right in between. I'm not near 120, but I'm certainly not in the middle either. You know, we just have to love and accept who we are, where we are right now today, if we're going to make any change at all. Acceptance is the first step. Dismantling and disabling these fables that we hold as truths about ourselves have got to go. They've got to go so that we can be better. Hard. It's not too hard. Challenging maybe. New maybe. An opportunity to do something different. The next thing that's in your line of fire for what you want in your life. And how about that reward? How about that reward of how it feels to accomplish something? How it feels to accomplish that one thing, even if it's just a week on the sprint, for heaven's sakes. We have the capacity for all of it. We have the ability for all of it. It's all within. And all I'm inviting you to do is to examine. You know, the unexamined life is not worth living. You've heard that before. Well, it's true. And I'm asking you to make a good examination and start disabling the fables that just have taken you and held you hostage, essentially. Because we remember this, you know. You remember my statements and my questions? What you think about expands. Agreed? And if what you're thinking about expands and what you're thinking about is fables and untruths about yourself, that's only going to expand to take up that space. It's time to start looking at it and not believing all this garbage that you've believed in the past. It's because it's simply not true. And every time you believe that stuff, it's as if you're taking a backpack, taking the trash out of the garbage can, the stinkiest, smelliest trash, putting it in that backpack, strapping it to your back, and carrying it around with you everywhere you go. It stinks to high heaven, and I'm calling you out. Take that backpack off, for heaven's sakes, and throw it away. It's time to put on a new one. It's time to put on possibility. It's time to put on your abilities. It's time to put on a new vision for how you see yourself. You know, pull the girls up, put on a new bra, get rid of the nursing bra, put on clothes that fit, style your hair, take a look in the mirror and say, I am worth the time. And be that woman. Be that wise woman who understands it's not all about your appearance, but when you take care of your appearance and you start taking care and loving yourself, that's the signal to the world that you matter, you know, and you're going to start gathering different evidence than what you did when you were wearing clothes that didn't fit and an old nursing bra that was 14 years old, right? We all have the ability to do this. We all have the ability to do this. Most of us don't. Most of us just walk around in a vague fog thinking, I'm just not worth the time. And I'm here to tell you that is a big, fat lie. You're worth the time. You're worth all the energy. You're worth the time. Love yourself. Love yourself right now, today, where you are, in whatever size jeans you wear. Fix your hair, do your makeup, brush your teeth, call a friend, make your bed. Do things that say, I care about me and I care about my environment. And if you're overwhelmed, start with one thing, because it's not too hard. It's not too difficult. It's a new opportunity. You have the abilities. You've done things like this before. All you have to do is start thinking about getting the next thing done. Elizabeth Elliot, one of my mentors from way back when, I had the opportunity to talk to her when I was when I had a talk show, radio talk show in Southern California. And I talked to her about what she said. Her husband, they were in the jungle of Ecuador, and her husband was killed, speared to death. You know, the natives there thought he was, they thought he was some kind of scary god or something. And she had a new baby, 18 months old, and I knew her daughter at the time. She was a little bit older, but, nonetheless. And, Elizabeth Elliot has died since. She's gone. And she said she's continued to live there. And she did not have angst against these people who killed her husband. She knew it was a different belief system, and she stayed there. And when asked how she did it, how she got through all of that with a new baby in the jungle in Ecuador. She said, I did the next thing. And that meant that if the baby needed to be fed, she fed the baby. If she had dishes to wash, she washed the dishes. If she had things to translate or things to do, she did that thing. And that's all I'm saying to you. Don't cop out on your life. Don't opt out. Don't quit on yourself and just say, I'm just going to do Candy Crush all day, or Netflix, or drink too much wine, or whatever. You know, we've all used the excuse, if you will, of, well, the pandemic. I'm used to it now, aren't you? We're used to it. We're used to the roots. We're used to, you know, all the staying in all the time. It's there. We still have to deal with it. There's still other things coming, and there's still a lot of unknowns. Let's just set that over here. And let's look out right here in front of us. We have lives to live. We have lives to live. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to avoid it? Are you going to put it off? Are you going to live in a vaguely discontented, frustrated, angry, I don't know what's going on and can't face any of it type of a mode? Or are you going to do the next thing? I say you do the next thing. Go get your hydration station set up like I did. You know, move a little bit every hour. Think about eating anti-inflammatory foods to make yourself feel better. And for heaven's sakes, you know, you can join us on the next time when we do the sprint. It's coming up June 8th. And if you see my ad, give it a thumbs up and say something nice, would ya? Because they're all over Facebook, and you know how it is. Sometimes they're just crazy. So life is always working on your behalf. Do you believe it? It is. It's always working for your behalf. Start collecting evidence for that. I'm telling you what, life is good, and it's beautiful, and it's purposeful when you understand that you've been put here by God right now at this time for this reason on purpose. Believe it and watch what happens. Expect something wonderful. Peace out, guys. Caroline will see you at 4 o'clock. Caroline is cooking today. Bye.